And when God made him, he made mountings like in a ring, and every gem was mounted in a mounting, like a ring that you would wear, like this one here. And he was beautiful, which is one of the reasons why he ended up by falling, from pride, from his beauty. Also, he thought he was smarter than God, and that was busted. Mythbuster.
Wow. Oh man, you're bombing. You're bombing hard, Kat. Come on. You gotta, you should have worked on that delivery a little bit better, I think, and just you gotta work on your type 5. Okay. This is how this goes. No, all right. So we got Kat Kerr back today, and she's talking about how angels and the different kinds of the different breeds, right? Because God bred them specifically, right? So there's different breeds of angels, and yeah, we're gonna get into it. So I'm Brentley, and this is the Punk Apostate. Let's go. So, like I said, this is Kat Kerr. She's doing her thing. She's back on this urgent prophetic. It's like every single thing she says apparently is just urgent. It's every single one of these. It's like, it's so urgent. And then you're like, what is it? And she's like, all right, here's the different types of angels. And you're like, this is urgent. We urgently need to know the different types of angels. Okay. Sure. Why not? Right. Apparently nothing means anything anyway with these people. So, uh, we urgently need to know the different types of angels. Otherwise, we might not know the different types of angels.
Heaven goes to battle against the darkness. That is their war cry. Woohoo!
All right, sorry about that.
Why? Because they're excited.
Hope that didn't just blast your eardrums out like it did mine. My bad. All right.
They're going to crush the enemy's plans over you, right? They're going to crush them. They're going to pull down strongholds that have been rising against you. That's why they were created. Newsflash from heaven. They weren't created to protect heaven.
What?
They were made by the creator of heaven. They didn't even get to kick Lucifer and 1/3 of the angels out. They didn't get to do that. Michael held them, and the Father sent a lightning bolt, 1,000,000 megawatts of love from himself, and took him out.
Wow, that it's amazing the type of nonsensical like wires that get crossed with Kat. She's like, he sent a lightning bolt of just pure love, joy, and peace, and it killed him. It took him out. He's taken out because of God's love power. What, man? Like, it wouldn't love power, like, I feel like it'd be like the Care Bears, and the rainbow thing that hits you and makes you all happy and stuff, right? Or did the Care Bears kill people with the rainbows? And maybe I'm misremembering it. Maybe the Care Bears just like annihilated people with rainbow powers.
And then 1/3 of the angels went out the same way. So they've been waiting a long time to war on our behalf, full time. Amen.
Yeah, they totally have been. Yeah. Hoping to do wars full time. Absolutely. That's what I was thinking, Kat. Yep.
I may or may not give you scripture for that tonight. Go look it up.
Look what I think that they're looking forward to full-time war. Is that what where do you look that up? Okay, let's look at the Bible. Like, okay, full-time war in the Bible. It's not in there, man. What are you talking about?
Most of us know that Jesus was the Lord of
God.
Say it loud.
Lords.
What? The host is the name
host, right.
of the
you can't ask Lord of, and when there's like throughout the Bible, there's Lord of all, Lord of hosts, Lord of lords, King of kings. Like, you can't. How are they supposed to know which one, man? You're like, she's Lord of, and we're like, fucking which verse are you talking about, man? We could do this a bunch. Okay, the Lord of all. No, not all. Okay, different thing.
Army of heaven. Yes, they're still part of the angel tribes, but they're different in many ways. The ones under Gabriel have many different positions and jobs in heaven.
And if you want to try out some different positions and certain kinds of jobs, think I know, the blow kind, right? Go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley at checkout, get 50% off any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Just go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley. You can get all the type of stuff that you see here. Good stuff, right? And yeah. And the packaging is discreet, as disappointing as that is to a lot of us, that actually are proud of our bedroom escapades. But but if it's discreet for you weirdos that don't want people to know about whatever, so go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley at checkout, but get 50% off any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. It's almost 10 free items, basically. So yeah, go check it out. Also, if you want to like and subscribe, that'd be great. If you're not subscribed yet, the like button's right down here. It's just below. It looks like a thumb. It's like that, but it's down. Yeah. Thank you. You got it. Yeah. That's, I know. And another, thank you. All right. We got 2 now. All right. Excellent. So, yeah, we'll get back into Kat. You can also comment below after the videos, goes live. You can comment in the stream and I'll obviously respond to that. But, if you want to comment afterwards, if I get anything wrong, as far as, my critique of what Kat is saying, maybe I'll get stuff wrong. Maybe the angels do look how Kat's saying, and I need to know about that. So put it in the comments, and then I can update my position, given the evidence, right? That's how we do.
And on the earth, and they look more like us. They're the ones who look more like us, the army of heaven. Most
like us or like you, okay? Because that's a huge difference right there. When she's like us, those of us with pink hair that wear clothing from the 80s, and apparently like a toddler that found their mom's 80s clothespin, that just been sitting anyway.
Mostly does not look anything like us.
What?
They're creatures in heaven and on the earth, and they look more like us. They're the ones who look more like us. The army of heaven mostly does not look anything like us.
They're the big rings with the eyeballs all over them. Is that the one? Those are the battle angels. They're like, shit, I'm just a bunch of eyeballs. I'm not good at, damn. I'm going to need to start being able to shoot lasers out of these things or something. What, like a Cyclops type of situation, except I'm the opposite of a Cyclops because I have like, bunch of eyes.
Creatures. Most of them are creatures. They're fierce looking. They're not going to be pretty boys with harps.
Okay. Low dig, There's some angels up there playing harps. Like, hey, come on. The fuck did I do? Yeah, so I'm not a soldier. Thanks. Okay, whatever, man. The heaven needs some harp music. Without me, it'd be dead silent in here. It'd be weird. Okay? It'd be like watching a emotional movie without any music. That's what I provide here. God damn it, Kerr. Okay?
That's what the Holy Spirit says. They're not going to be pretty boys with harps. However, there was one time when they had to.
She really liked that. She's like, I got to say it twice. Got to make sure to really bring that home,
Take the place of the worship angels, which were the 1/3 that were kicked out. The only ones Lucifer got.
The worship angels. That's the kind. Keep up. So far, we've got multiple kinds here.
Were the ones he was over. He was over 1/3 of the angels. It was the worship angels. Obviously, if he was the one who led them in worship all the time in heaven, I'm just going to give you full out revelation.
Logically deduce based on their positions, given the very limited amount of information we have from the story. But you could tell that if Lucifer fell, the ones that he took with him were clearly the worship ones, right? They were probably like weirded out by that whole situation to begin with. Probably wasn't very difficult for Satan to be like, look, guys, this is weird worshiping somebody all the time, right? You're like, yeah, it is kind of weird. Why do we have to worship? Who wants to be worshipped? Though this is fucking. I'm out of here. You know what? I'm going. You're going to. Where are you going, Lucy? Let's set out. I'm just. I'm going wherever Lucy's going. Who's with me?
Because I want to take advantage of all the time I have. So if you didn't know this, he used to step inside God to lead worship.
Okay, and if you want to step inside somebody, just go to adamandeve.com. Enter that code word Brentley. Get you some stuff to do while you're inside. Jesus Christ. All right. Anyway, moving on.
He covered over the very heart of God with his wings, which were embellished with gems. He had gems on his back, on his front. People go, well, he had just a few. No, he had really hundreds of them on him. And when God made him, he made mountings like in a ring, and every gem was mounted in a mounting, like a ring that you would wear, like this one here. And he was
What's the purpose of that whole thing? You know, like Cat's like, no, I really need you to understand exactly how the gems stay on. Okay, this is important. Now you know how a ring has a little mounting, all the little things that hold on to the yeah. The Satan had that all over him. Okay, and just they're all just grabbing onto their mountings. Their mountings. That's how God made angels with like Satan with mountings.
beautiful, which is one of the reasons why he ended up by falling from pride, from his beauty. Also, he thought he was smarter than God, and that was busted.
Busted. Damn it. What is who uses do people use the word busted now? Are the kiddos saying the word busted? Is that what that is so busted. Like I feel like that went out of nobody uses that term like since I don't know 2007. I don't know. Right? I don't know.
Mythbuster.
Oh
it's okay
boy.
to laugh.
Yeah, when it's funny, lady, okay, don't tell people. They're like, it's okay to laugh at funny stuff. And they're like, yeah, exactly. Because that wasn't the anyway. No, we know it's okay. We just tend to laugh at funny stuff. But go ahead, you do you. Other than your just whole appearance. Honestly, it's just
because you're gonna laugh a
oh,
lot
now they're
tonight,
forcing
all
it.
right?
The wow, 90s. Okay. My bad. In 2007, I was way off. I was like 17 years off. Holy shit. Let's get to some of these comments. What's up, Maya? All right, what do we got here? So, Michael said, Paul, is that Swedish or German last name? Oh, Paul's in Russia, right? That's I know Paul is in Russia. I don't know if his name is Russian, but let's see. English version of my Russian name. Yeah. See, yeah. I know Paul, you know. We hang out in the Discord. So, you know. Anyway, let's see what else we got here. I love how good Brentley is at this. Oh, hey, thank you. I appreciate that. It's like one of those things that you'd never never think would end up being like a talent that you could use. Just us watching stupid movies and TV shows back when we were like, hanging out and just like making fun of it. So, and now I get to do it all the time. It's fucking great, man. But thank you so much. That's really sweet.
Heaven laughs. Every time the devil
Hold on.
loses
I want to
down,
this whole thing. Hold on.
it's okay to laugh.
We need to hear this whole thing and
that was busted.
her fail at her type 5.
Mythbuster.
Mythbuster.
It's okay to laugh because you're gonna laugh a lot tonight. All right. Heaven laughs. Every time the devil loses down here, all of heaven roars.
I'm gonna shame you into laughing at me, okay? And you're gonna be laughing all sorts of ways tonight. God damn it, okay? And if you don't, it's because you hate God. That's what that is. Jesus, that's awesome. Michael said, "Oh yeah, hi, Maya." Let's see. Oh, everybody's saying hey. Push past the highs. Here we go. Sleeping Brentley, and if you want to sleep through the night, sleeping Brentley, and if you want to sleep through the night, then go to AdamandEve.com. That's awesome. Let's see. There's what is it? Miskatonic? Is that, am I saying that right? Yeah, Miskatonic alumni. I've read this before. Yeah, I know this one. There's a great free 2D game on mobile. Like that's how I pronounce it, like a British person for some reason. That had nothing to do with just the way I was reading it. That's all. Not that. I just pronounce it like a British person. Mobile called Vampire Survivors, that has the player battling biblically accurate angels in the unholy cathedral stage. No shit. Does it have like the eyeball? the like orb, the rings with the eyeballs on them and shit? They don't have that? Do they have that one on there? Because that'd be weird. I mean, I feel like that character or that design could be saved if they had eyeball lasers. I'm just saying. I feel like that's like, okay, all right, the eyeball thing, the rings of eyeballs, could actually be an asset as long as they have eyeball lasers. Just saying. All right. That's that'd be a redeeming quality there. Maya said, I haven't heard that term since the O's. Yeah, see, it's been out of out of vogue. Is that the right word? Vogue. I feel like that's for style though, right? Out of vogue. I don't know. I don't use words like that. I'm not the Real Housewives of Florida or whatever. Real House Husbands of Florida. That needs to be a show. Actually, not a real should be the real punks of St. Petersburg, Florida. Holy shit, that would be a fun show right there. The 90s. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I feel like I remember saying that when I was growing up, but we only said it in terms of like if you got caught being wrong, right? You're like, no, oh yeah, huh, I'm just gonna say, and then we go, okay, fine, then we'll go look at the encyclopedia, and then we go look at the encyclopedia, and they're like, oh, shit, and he's like, busted, wrong, I told you, busted, buddy, busted. That's the context that you use, busted, and she's not. That I don't even know if she knows what that means. She's completely out of context the way she's saying it. I don't know. Something's wrong here. Ember, hey Ember, how we doing? They're breeding angels. How? I mean, what? Well, okay, so you have these different genes, right? And you want to isolate the gene that is the trait that you want to bring out. And so when you are breeding them, then you start to just keep breeding them. If you see those traits come out, then you can kind of anyway. It's a whole thing, but that's how God does it. You know, and if you see a bunch of eyeballs there, that's what you want to isolate that trait. And so you're like, where are the ring bodies? Where are just the orbiting ring body? If you see that, just isolate that trait, then breed them for that. And I don't know how you breed angels. I don't know. I'm sure God would just say it. I now breed angels, and then it's done. Then you're good. That's all he's just got to talk, right? And not the rules. I don't know. Let's see. Uh, Miss Katonic said, "Yep, spinning rings of fire with lots of eyeballs." So that is in the game. Oh, and the fire. I forgot about the fire aspect of it. That's right. God, that somebody was on shrooms, dude. I'm telling you, when they wrote that, they're like, I think angels look, and that dude was like singled out. You know what I mean? They're like, hold on, what, man? Like, I think angels just look like eyeballs on a big spinning rings all over the sky, and everything's like, okay, but all right, so he's gonna think angels look like that. The rest of us, you just want to have them look like people, maybe with blonde hair and white clothes. All right, we're good. No, you can have your thing, man. No, that's cool. No, yeah, we'll keep that's canon now. Sure, why not? God damn it, man! Like, Paul said, shitty design, human eyeballs. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty bad. Yeah, everything's backwards and upside down, and then the brain is like, I got to work overtime to like make it so everything isn't backwards and upside down. But perfect design and all, right? That's laser eye, laser eyes, floating heads of dude. It does sound like some character. You know what it reminds me of? It sounds like a monster that would be in. Do you remember that old game? I don't even know if they still have it today. It was called Contra, and there was like these two little army men, and apparently there was like I'm gonna run you through the plot real quick. Now there was an asteroid hit Earth, right? And all these robot aliens were on the asteroid, right? And so then they didn't. It was like they couldn't get armies to where the aliens and everything were because it was deep in the ground. So they just took their two best men, right? And they had them. They're like, all right, we're gonna have them go down into the caves or whatever to fight the robot monsters that came from outer space. Anyway, it's a game called Contra. You shoot a bunch of alien things, but they had like really giant, so there was like a skeleton that like opens the door at one point, and you're like, he's like trying to get you like these little tiny men running back and forth shooting it. So anyway, it's like regular Nintendo. The floating eyeball ring of doom fire thing, whatever, that sounds like a character, be like a mini boss in Contra. You know what I mean? Just before you get to the giant skeleton. You know what I mean? That's what that sounds like to me. Anyway. Faking Jesus in Gaza for years. Faking Jesus in Gaza for years. Oof, yeah, that's not fun. That's not a fun place right now. Let's just say, oof, yeah, I feel really badly about what's going on over there. It's getting crazy, and the fact that they're still not stopping is really kind of. Anyway, I know I'm not trying to get into that. I am going to. It's very soon. I'm going to be talking about that, but I kind of wanted to make sure. I like to wait before until I have like enough information, or I can make sure that I'm able to check all my information and everything. I really don't like to be talking about stuff when I just have the breaking news or whatever, or even just like a week after the breaking news. Got to take our time and make sure that the information is actually factual before we start coming to conclusions about it. You know what I mean? Nitty, hey Nitty, what's up, man? And he said, "I'm a watching the heavenly angels seg that what heavenly angel segs? What are segs? That sounds sexual. Oh, is that like how you say sex? That's how they say sex. They say segs, right? That's some good segs. Jeez, that sounds like somebody trying to get around, like their mom like checks their their messaging or whatever. You know what I mean? They're like, "Do you want to come over for some segs?" And they're like, parents are like, "Segs? What are segs?" And be like, "It's a type of cookie, mom." Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, have all the segs you like. Oh, like, all right, good, nailed it. That's what that sounds like. Let's see. Where we at? Michael said, "The Isle of Patmos, where Revelations were written, is known for its magic shrooms." Yeah, I've heard that. That's funny, and I haven't actually checked that. Like, let me know where you source that from, because I haven't actually checked on that claim, but I've heard that quite a bit. That was like one of the first places, if not the first place, but one of the first places or whatever, where it was like reported that magic mushrooms like grew there or whatever. So this is kind of kind of funny. But and it makes perfect sense given that whole situation with John of Patmos writing the most insane nonsense ever, you know, and in the most disjointed English and everything, or not English, but in their language, it's like he forgot his own language. Like that's how poorly it was written, and so it's almost like he was definitely fucked up when he wrote that shit. It'd be like me just like writing stuff down while I'm like completely messed up, on acid or something like that. And so the writing's all just like vernacular's all off and everything, and it's I don't know. It's just funny. The code. What is that? Is that like a god, like the where you take the letters and they or take like a numerical code and then like find it in the Bible? I don't know. I've heard people doing that sort of thing. Like, and it of course never seems to really work because there's so many different versions and none of them are like standardized or anything. So like, it's always like some code that I don't know. But it's easy to find stuff like that. Even like, take a code and then find words out of it and then just try to, rationalize the words or whatever. Uh, D said, "Love Double Dragon, Metal Slug." Oh yeah, see, Double Dragon. Yeah, that was the karate version, right? Of the of that thing. And I'm surprised they haven't made a Contra movie yet. But I'm kind of like, I wonder if it's not. Is it really popular? Like, are those games still going right now? Are there Contra games that are current? Because like a lot of these old games like Castlevania and shit like that, like they're still making and a great show on Netflix too, by the way. But like they're still making these games out of those original games. So I just wonder, is there modern Contra games? I haven't, I don't play video games very much. It's that stuff's pretty expensive, I hear anyway. Those entertainment devices are quite expensive. But let's see. 3S3X. Okay, I don't know what that is. That your oh, that's you're really your underwear is triple small? Damn. How are your hips that small, man? That's almost like a toddler size underwear. 3XLS? Like, dude, you might want to maybe just go a size up. Just do like just do an S. Just don't even add the X's to the S, and then just see how that fits, man. It might give you a little bit more breathing room. You know what I mean? Because that sounds uncomfortable. Just saying. Let's see. Ember said, "What if in God's image doesn't mean we're like a reflection or whatever, but that we're inside an image that God created, like a painting? Are we in a painting?" I mean, if you ask, if you ask um, Ray Comfort, then yes, we that's exactly what we are. We are in a painting. So I don't. Maybe I don't know. That's funny. Oh, I see. Because we're in God's image. We're God. God create. Okay, I see what you're saying. I was like, hold on, it took me a second. I got it. Like we are inside the image God created. Like we are inside a painting. I think it's more like a 3D painting or something like The Sims. It's kind of like a Sims game, you know? And God sees what we're going to do. And then we're always just having sex. And he just doesn't like that. He's like, come on, they're having sex again. I'm going to have to set some rules about this because this is getting annoying. It's like every time I turn around, they're off doing that, It's like, I guess I made it a little too fun. That was the problem there, you know? Nitty said, I always use codified words to get around YouTube. Oh, boot censorship. Okay. Well, fair enough. I don't see that's sort of the problem, right? With a lot of the codes. If you don't know the codes, it makes it difficult to understand because you don't know what they're saying. And when you don't know what they're saying, you tend to not understand what's actually being said. So I know that needed to be broken down for you guys. That's Maya said, Nitty, I'm talking to you. The best way to get subbed is to do a 4-hour sub stream. Holy shit. What? Oh my God. That's a long, wow. That's a long fucking Oosh, that sounds like a lot of work. And I want subs and all, but at what a cost? You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I got all the subs, but now I'm insane. So it's just that it's like, oh well. Um, Nitty said, like Bib, Teat, 3X, Poo Hole, at okay, I got the ass because the fives look like S's, and so that spells ass. Poo hole. That's not code at all. That's just what that's what I typically call it, actually. That's just normal phrasing right there. Poo hole, you know? Jesus. Uh and beach. Be- beach. Beetch. Look, beach. You beach ass. That's great. I can dig it. Got to do what you got to do to get around this censorship that we're getting around here. I get fucking censored all the fucking time. They hate me the way I talk. Maya's, they say Maya works for me at times. Once 2 hour is probably a decent uh, vodcast max. Yeah, dude, I have the hardest time, I don't know, making it past 2 hours. 2 hours seems to be like now I've done it before, but I feel like there's like a very, when of course, when I go back and watch it, I'm like, there's the mental decline right there. There it goes. There, yeah. Now I'm just taking a dive off a cliff, and I'm sounding out words like to he, to he, it. I'm like, oh shit, I went over the cliff. Brain's not working no more. Like, the said, the painting is taking one river like Euphrates and Suez Canal were divided by ancient uh, Iranians. I think some towns affected by the sudden diversions of kings will for war. I'm not really sure exactly what you're talking about. Were diverted by ancient Iranians. Oh, like they changed like they purposefully diverted the rivers. Hmm, interesting. I don't know how that works. That's pretty cool though. Then he said, sub parties should be 4 hours. Good God, that is just My goodness, I don't know. I mean, I guess I could, but everybody'd be like everybody'd have to be okay with us, like people getting up and leaving, right? And be like, okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go do a thing real quick, you know. I guess if you have enough people, it could work, right? If you have like 6 or 7 people just all hanging out and stuff, and then people can pop out and come back and without it really disturbing the screen or anything, or the people being too boring for people watching, right? That's funny. You'd have to have something pretty cool to be doing for that time too, right? Like couldn't just be hanging out and be, so would you what'd you do today? What'd you eat? Did you have lunch? Oh yeah, sandwich. Cool. Yeah. I had some ramen. So um yeah, bought these special egg noodles from the Asian market, and they're like better than your regular noodle. Like I couldn't do that'd be terrible. Okay. Don't like just hang out. Okay. Like like it's not a phone call. You know what I mean? It's like, that's funny. Um, Amber said, oh, okay, cool. The Konami code is up, down, left, right. What? Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about. Code is up, down, left, right. B, A, select, start. Contra was the first game to use it. No shit. Okay. I remember people referencing that specifically. I remember Heath Enright, right, or Heathen, right, from the Puzzle on Thunderstorm. He talks about that all the time, that code. And I do remember people doing it. I was never, I was never able to afford the wizard books and stuff, that all the cool kids got, to be able to do the codes and all that type of stuff. Also had a temper problem, okay, which is not good for playing video games. tends to make it difficult for them to survive. The particularly the Nintendo system itself to survive. It takes a lot. Anyway, Maya said, I haven't been able to successfully stop an open stream at or around 2 hours. Ye- oh, you haven't been able to stop it. So it just keeps going. Oh my goodness. You just got to pull that plug, okay? You just got to run over there and just pull it. Just like, whoops. That's how you. I know, but trying to get everybody back. All right, everybody, shut the fuck up now. Okay, everybody, shut up. Shut up. Stop. Seriously, stop talking. So we're gonna have to wrap it. Really, man? You're just gonna talk over me, like. So we're gonna act like I'm not even trying. Hello. Oh my fucking. That's an ends up.
Yes, they know what's going on. And today they were at attendance for Paul Kane.
They were at attendance. Where's that? Where's attendance at?
With Paul Kane. Not talking about the body. Talking about his spirit man. Everyone gets to see their own homecoming. Isn't that nice?
What?
So
I'm so confused. What are the funny thing here is I'm gonna be like, holy shit, I must have lost some much needed context. Doubtful. Watch this. I bet it's gonna be fucking nothing.
Yes, they know what's going on. All right. Heaven laughs.
Oh, right. The laughing.
Every time the devil loses down here, all of heaven roars.
Roars.
Yes, they know what's going on. And today they were at attendance for Paul Kane, with Paul Kane.
What?
Not talking about the body. Talking about his spirit man.
None of that. To see the context did nothing. So we were talking about laughing. And you're like, oh, and the devil knows that you're laughing at him. The angels are laughing at him every time. Whatever. Something happens against them. And then she goes into whatever this is. Like, I don't even, hold on.
They were at attendance. For Paul Kane.
For Paul Kane. But not his body, but his spirit.
With Paul Kane.
The fuck is happening?
Not talking about the body.
You're not talking about anything rational, lady. Like there's nothing.
Talking about his spirit man. Everyone gets to see their own homecoming. Isn't that nice?
Now everybody gets to see their own homecoming. What? Everybody always gets to see their own. If you go to your own homecoming, you get to see the homecoming, and you can even watch the football game or and the dance. What are you talking about, man? Everybody already gets to do that.
So wear colors and play lots of music and dance. because that's what they'll be doing in heaven. Newsflash from heaven, number 2. They don't have a
It's number 2, all right. That's oh boy, that's I don't know. That was actually a pretty childish joke there.
funeral in heaven when you come home. Say amen. You shouldn't expect one. We should have a party zone down here. When we send people off instead of a funeral home, someone open a party zone. I promise you'll make more money than other people at funeral homes, because even the world will want to send theirs off wherever they think they're going.
I mean, I feel like that would have some negative connotation for like other people watching it. Like when this person died, they didn't actually go to a funeral home. They went to a party world. Yeah, they must have hated him, I guess. That's how that they must like they're all partying now that he's dead. Like what? Like that's the reason why you don't do that, lady, because that's fucking weird and inappropriate. Okay, but I mean, as far as like the way Christians think everything back, being backwards for these people, it makes good sense that they would party when the people they love dies, because they're just that backwards on everything.
They'll pick a party. Everybody say amen.
Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to say. I'm not going to say it.
So that is a witty idea I've been giving up for years. I don't think anybody's done it yet. So there you go.
Because it's a terrible fucking idea. What do you mean? Like, so it's like you guys should just start. We should open up a party world for when people die. What the what? Are you serious? It's like nobody's picked up on this idea yet. It's weird. I don't know why anybody isn't jumping on this. It's brilliant. Parties for when people die. Hello. And she like does like the party, death party.
More real heaven becomes to the body of Christ, people will want to send them off with a real celebration, because the reality of what heaven is and what they're going to be experiencing there, it won't make sense to have a sad funeral.
What the fuck is going on?
While they're watching
their production, they've always got serious production problems going on here. They have like so much money, it's unreal. And yet they can't even seem to keep the camera like working for like more than a couple of minutes at a time. It's like, what is happening? Why?
From the party.
Oh,
it is, and what they're going to be experiencing there, it won't make sense to have a sad funeral while they're watching from the party.
Jesus. And people are laughing. She's like, that wasn't a part that you were supposed to laugh at. Am I going to have to really explain like all the laugh? But I'm going to need a laugh sign. I'm going to need like an applause sign, a laugh sign, and maybe like a, oh, kind of thing. Like, whoa,
I'm a seer. That means I see. In the unseen realm, okay?
That's you're categorically going, and you can't. You're like, I'm a seer because I see the unseen. You're just, you're logically just kicking your own ass here. Okay.
I'm really happy today because I got to experience all that heaven was doing and what was going on with Paul Cain and his mother and his sisters, his family that's up there.
Oh, okay. So Paul Cain is somebody that just died, I guess. That's what's happening. I don't know who this person is.
And the others who were attending up there watching his service. He enjoyed every funny thing that was told. He likes to be real. So he liked all the reality of who he was. He liked that personal side of him being talked about.
What? He liked to be real? Are we talking about a fictional character? Now I don't know if we're talking about a fictional character, because that seems like the sort of thing that he liked to be like, thinking like he's actually a person that exists in reality and not just a fictional character like he actually is.
So next time you plan a family member's homegoing service, tell some jokes.
Oh, because they will like homecoming is got it. Okay. Jesus Christ. I forgot that, it's been a minute since I've been in this whole world, and I forgot that there are weirdos that call funerals homecoming. Like, that's not confusing at all. Like, we don't have a homecoming. That actually means something else typically, and doesn't mean usually what you're acting like it means.
Laugh.
What?
I was at next
did
time
she
you
tell him? Did she just tell him to laugh again?
And a family member's homegoing service, tell some jokes. because they will laugh.
What is that? Make sure to tell jokes at your funerals because the angels love, and the angels and the person that died loves the stand-up comedy portion of their funeral. What are you doing? How none of this is weird at all, right? This is just not insane. I mean, shit is. I mean, and don't get me wrong. The one thing that she is, I mean, you'd have to imagine my family, and my family is very similar to me, and just how I act and everything. We're just a bunch of zany nutbags, but and that is, she's describing like most of the funerals I've been to, are like my family members like grabbing the microphone. So, how are we all doing tonight? Doing pretty good. Or are you ready for a story? Oh my goodness. All right, now check this out. Now he walks in the room and then like just does like a whole bit with pantomimes and everything, and that's my the normal the normal Lee funeral, normal the Lee family funeral, right?
I was at a service one time and back home, and it was trying to remember the guy's name. I remember McClellan.
Doesn't matter. I was at some funeral, whatever. No cares about the person that it was for. It doesn't matter.
He was part of Storyside B, and he died suddenly. And I came into his service. I didn't know anyone, but I was coming to bring some books about heaven to his family. The Holy Spirit told me to. And I saw him watching from the portal.
Oh my God, that's disgusting, lady. So she basically is like saying, so some person died that I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with them. Don't know any of their friends. Don't know anything about them at all. But I went to their funeral to pass out books to sell. But God, the Holy Spirit told me to, so you can't get mad. All right. And God, that's not, if it's inappropriate, then you're basically calling the Holy Spirit inappropriate. And I'm pretty sure that's blasphemes of the Holy Spirit, which you can't be forgiven for. So better not say any of that. All right.
That was really difficult, to try to pretend to be sad.
And for the person you don't know, that you went to their funeral just to sell books because you're like, hey, check it out. I've been to the place that he's at. So y'all should buy my books so you can know what the place is like where he is right now. Your loved one that's dead. Here, check it out. There's a book. This will make you feel better. He's hanging out in the Jello City across the street from, the where the cows mow the lawn, driving tractors. All that shit's real. That's all stuff that she's actually said. Okay. I'm not making stuff up. She literally said cows drive tractors to mow the grass.
And I never wear black.
Yeah, we can see that.
Okay, if you go to somewhere where they're expecting, to do what is proper, not to upset them, but
yeah, that's but just to, who cares if you do, right? Like, I'm not doing it to upset you. But if it does, I don't care, You're just not Jesus and right, because you should actually be happy that your loved one's dead. What's wrong with you?
No one's wearing black in heaven.
They all wear white, we know, okay? And they fly around on little clouds playing harps. We got it.
Not. And they are having a party, and I saw Ron.
That's like what it is. Everybody wears bright pink in heaven. That's
McClellan. Thank you, my best friend, Holy Spirit. He makes up for what I don't know. Helps my human head lots of times because they kind of took that away from me. I used to be kind of brilliant.
I don't need a joke for that one, right? I don't need. It's like, I used to be brilliant, and then, hey, now I'm just me.
Really? Then they made me like
go back up.
Helps my human head lots of times because they kind of took that away from me. I used to be kind of brilliant, really. Then they made me like 8 years old. Life is much easier being that way. You know what? You don't worry about things. You don't think about what's going to happen 5 years down the road when you don't even know.
Okay. So now we understand what happened to Kat. She's like, yeah, God gave me the gift, and then poof, I'm a fucking toddler, like stuck in a and I just, and life's easier when you're just like acting like a child, thinking about stuff and just making stuff up like a kid. My goodness. Nothing she's ever said has been that accurate before. being like, I'm just an 8-year-old in my head. Yeah, no fucking shit, lady.
Or you already plan, prepare for disasters or something. I never got that really. If we're over the weather, then we shouldn't be concerned about the weather. We rule over it. Amen.
Yeah, but we don't. No. And you are the worst person to be saying that. You shook a stick at a hurricane that still came and wrecked a bunch of shit, man. Did you forget about that? You clearly don't rule over the weather, man. Like, specifically not. And what about all the people that like had their shit destroyed from those that specific hurricane that you could not get rid of? What about all of them? Jesus. So you got people that's sitting there, in the crowd. Yep, if the people that lost all their stuff in a hurricane, it's probably because they didn't, they weren't good Christians enough, because they could have had power over that weather. So fucking
In
ass.
case you didn't know, news bulletin number 3, right? It's number 3. Are you keeping track? You're going to get a gift.
Dude, I don't think you're keeping track. Okay, All right, let's see here. Uh, hmm. Oh, here we go. So, Miss Katonic said, I'm pretty sure there's a Contra game on mobile right now. See, I'm still saying mobile. Castlevania is Sony. What is SOTN? I do not know video game stuff. I apologize. I'm like, video game stuff's like sports for me. Like, you're gonna have to just deeply explain every single thing you're talking about because I have no idea. But I'd love to get into it. But again, it seems expensive. But okay, SOTN is also on mobile for a couple bones. SOTN. It's okay. I got you. It's a type of that's like a sub title of Castlevania. Got it. Cool. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I loved Castlevania. I remember that one on the first Nintendo that I had was like the just Nintendo, not Super Nintendo, just the regular kind. And I remember I always got to Medusa, and she was pretty tough, just throwing snakes out all over the place and everything. And she was the cool kind of Medusa too, with the snake body. It's kind of fun. Emerson Maya just hit the stop button. See, that's what I'm saying. Just unplug this. Close the laptop, like they do in movies. Okay. I don't think you're supposed to do that, y'all, to hang up. You're not supposed to close the laptop. I don't think. They do that a lot in movies, but I don't think you're supposed to. Excuse me. What? Ghost Rivers. Oh, is that the Euphrates? Is that what you're talking about? Call them Ghost Rivers. I don't know. Maya said, I always have people asking me to stay on just a little longer because they want in. I'm just too nice. Yeah, I know, right? That's gonna happen because if people are trying to just wait. I got a really good comment coming up. I'm gonna put it in the super chats. Okay, 5 big ones. You're like, fuck, all right, we gotta wait. I don't have super chats yet, but because I got because I'm not monetized, so I'm too punk for that. No, I'm just kidding. I'll be monetized next month, but I'm just I said, but I get a bunch of subs out of it, so it's a win-win. Damn right, that's a good way to do it. Hell yeah. So yeah, okay. So you just keep on staying on. See, I don't know. I feel like if you do that, I feel like it could be saved if you do like what Telltale does and go find like fun parts and then cut it up and put it out after the fact. Like do a 4-hour, like whatever the fuck, right? Do like a 4-hour thing, but then go back and like find parts that are funny and shit, or just somebody makes a cool point or something like that you talk about, right? And then you can cut that up and then put that out and be like, this is from this live stream. Every once in a while I'll do that. Not too often, but it's because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and I'm just like, can I just sit down and make another one? Let's just make another one. Fuck it. I'm just clip out the last one. Let's make another one. I'm lazy. Okay, that's what that is. Paul said, if we are in a painting, we are flat. That is accurate. You're right. That would have to be how it would be. That's right. We're just a bunch of flat people walking around. You know, it's funny too when you say that. Like if we were in a painting. Well, I don't want to go into too much detail here, but there was one time I took some stuff, the back when I was taking stuff, and it was like a little sheet of paper, and exactly everything turned into a painting. Okay. I was like in a Van Gogh painting. It was wild. Everything was pastel and melting. And it was wild. And then everything turned into demons, and I got really scared. And I was like, I'm never doing that again. I'm never doing that again. And I didn't. Not that stuff anyway. But this is funny. It's like, are we in a painting? I just remember being like, I'm in a painting. I'm in a painting. Cat Kerr. Giselle, hey, what's up? Giselle said, more Cat Kerr. Goddamn right. Oh, she's like one of the stars of this show. Okay. Like, there's like a few people that I cannot leave alone, right? Cat's one of them. Ray Comfort's another. Um, who else? Who else is there? Probably like Hank Kuhneman. A lot of the Prophet people. You know what I mean? They're just funny. Shane Vaughn. And Shane Vaughn's not even that big. Like he's got like a tiny channel. He's not really big at all. But God damn, he's so funny. It's like he's just so like he's just so idiotically hilarious that it's just can't pass it up. And I think most of us can't. You know. Maya said, Nitty, someone accused the Nitty emoji of being an ass emote. What? That's fine. I'm sorry, Nitty, that you had to deal with that. That was really rude of them to say that about your name or your emoji, your personal emoji. I didn't know we got our own emoji. We get our own emojis? Is that a thing we can do? Can someone make me mine? I want one. A little flat cap, that'd be cool, right? Let's see. D said, "Happy fast, not Saxon." Yep. Yeah. To you too. That's what I was saying. But same what you just said, but back at you though. So that was great. Exactly what you said. What is a fast knot? What is it? Fast gnat? Fast gnat. I have no idea what that is. Is it like an Ash Wednesday type of thing? Or a fast, like a first. I have no idea what's happening. Amber said casually planning 9-hour shows. Oh God. Yeah, don't do that. I mean, I feel like if there was ever a situation where this was like a full-time job where I could actually just quit my job and like just focus on the show as my job, okay, then I would do it. It would be like a Sam Cedar type of situation, right? Where it's like every day we just show up to the studio, click record. Got some people that have looked up a bunch of stories. They feed them to us, and then we just react to the stories or talk about the stories. That would be fun. That would be a great time. And I think maybe 9 hours still feels too long, but I feel like 6 to 8, right, a day, just like a regular work day. Sure, that could work. That'd be awesome. Actually, I would love that. Maya said, if you stream it, they will come. And yes, people will pop in and out. That's right. And if you want something popped in and out, just go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley at checkout to get 50% off any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Just go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley. And you can have all the stuff you want popping in or pulling out. Jesus Christ. All right. Let me see here. Where are we at? Pop in and out. Oh, that's where it was. Okay. Then Nitty's next. And Nitty said, that is exactly mostly what happens. Laughing his fucking ass or laughing just his ass off. Not the fucking. Not a fucking ass. It's not that funny. Okay. It's almost though. Just the regular kind of ass he laughed off. Morning. What's up, man? Left-handed Jedi's here. Hey. What's up? You know that symbol that you have is satanic. Okay. That means that God is a little bit evil and the devil is a little bit good. So I don't know why you're trying to bring in evil spirits into our stream here. Okay. But it's this circle thing with the S. No, evil, Satan. All right. Demonic. uh, Maya said, "Hey, Lieutenant Joe." Oh, we're saying hey, and she laughed. All right, yeah. Maya said, "Yeah, that sums up an open stream, all 4 hours, basically. I can see that. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here." Yeah, I used to hear that a lot back when I was, you know, drinking heavy. Be like, "Oh, the lights are turned on. God damn it. But we still have 5.5 minutes. We still have five. No, 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 no. So I don't even turn the lights back out. We got 5 minutes. All right. Nope, 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 nope." Yeah. They hated that. Let's see. Hey, Maya. Sorry, lady, we didn't get that. Get the first one. Yeah, no, they didn't. Just and we'll continue not to get any of the ones in the future in perpetuity, like just from here on out. Like they don't get just basic, like they don't get X cannot be both X and not X. They're not going to get your jokes, okay, lady. Like they're like stuck on a one is actually three and three is actually one. You think they're going to understand your humor? Like, come on now, get out of here. What are you doing? Uh, it's called Wake. It's called a wake. Oh, thank you. Okay, yeah. Talking about like the party that she's talking about, right? Throwing a party for your loved one. Most people call it a wake. But yeah, because calling it a party, just I'm telling you, negative connotation. You know, if the if you are throwing a party for your loved one who is up in heaven watching it, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck? Why is everybody so happy that I'm? Did everybody hate me? I feel like they're all happy now that I'm. They weren't like this yesterday, and then I'm gone, and now they are like. I'm the thing they don't like. I'm the reason they're happy. I'm not there anymore. Like, you know what the fuck, man? I don't want to see that shit. Maya said church called it a homegoing. Okay, okay. See, my church called it a homegoing service. So yours did too. Okay, that's so funny. And I feel like my church did not, but I remember people saying that, and they'd say it like it was so normal, and I'm just like, well, what? Okay, but yeah, we didn't call it that at our church. It's just some people would use those, you know, trying to like mask their clear like emotions that they won't allow themselves to feel. So they're just like, we got to just pretend that he's in a magical amusement park in the sky. Everybody be happy about it. And that means that we're totally not worried about this happening to us. Because, it just always, every bit of this religious type of stuff, especially surrounding like the end of life type of shit, just feels like everybody's insecurities on parade. You know what I mean? All of their just irrational beliefs because they're too afraid of reality. So they have to like make up all this bullshit to like handle like the normal things that, most of us can handle. We're just like, yeah, people die. And that's, that sucks, I wish, people could live for it. Well, I don't even know if I wish that. That's not even true. Nope. I don't think I would want to live forever. And I don't want other people to live forever either. Yeah, could you imagine? Holy shit. No, I'm good. I'm good with the finality of it all. It's cool, you know. But it just shows that they have the hardest time just being able to handle just basic human emotions. And they're just you know what it is? It's like John Gleason the other night like he was, I can't remember what exactly they were talking about, but it was something to do with like religion helping with trauma or something like that. And he was talking about that scene from Big Daddy where the kid comes in and he like throws up all over the floor, right? And then Adam Sandler like, goes and gets like the paper, like newspaper and just puts it on top of it, right? And it's like that does nothing. That's not, you know what I mean? Like you're just not looking at it right now, but you're still gonna have to fucking deal with this at some point because the vomit's not gonna go anywhere just because you put paper on it. And that's like religion. That's what religion does in these situations, especially like these end of life situations. Is they're just putting newspaper down and be like, there we go. Okay, as long as we believe in the magical amusement park in the sky, I don't have to feel anything. In fact, we can just throw a party right now instead of being sad. I am totally just being honest with myself about my emotions. Totally, yes. It's just like, God damn, I wish people could just live in reality and just learn to deal with reality being what it is, reality. So frustrating. Let's see. Oh, you're in Alberta. Oh, you're in Alberta? Really? Isn't that like I could be mistaken, but isn't that like the Texas? Don't they call that like the Texas of Canada? Canada's Texas. I mean, and or Florida. I guess we could just call it Florida from now on. Like Florida's basically just Texas of America now, you know, somehow worse in some ways, which is really strange. But yeah, I feel like that is if I'm not mistaken, that's like Canada's Texas. Michael said, I'm banning all clergy from my Mormon. Oh man, this kind of reminds me. Did you all see this? I almost covered it, but they're being so it was that Peanut Butter and Davis show, and they're freaking out because there was a funeral of an activist, of a member of the queer community that was an activist, and they passed away, and they like the basically the a lot of LGBTQ activists like showed up and like did a whole funeral in the church, and were just like saying all sorts of just crazy stuff. Not crazy stuff, but they were having fun with it, you know what I mean? And kind of using that platform to sort of, you know, not pull any punches as to like what the problems are in America and then just in general. And the church is responsible for a lot of them. And so they were kind of just, you know, saying stuff and not holding back. And oh my goodness, they freaked. They freaked that there were LGBTQ folks like on the stage at a church in New York City, you know, saying all this blasphemous stuff. You know what I mean? It's really funny. But they were being so, you know, hateful. I was like, I don't think I can cover this without having to like edit out like 90% of the shit they say, because they're just that bigoted, you know. Emmer said, when I was when I was ministering, I tried to find out enough about the person I was funeraling. Funeraling. You can't plural. I mean, you can't do that, right? It's not an action. You can't verb. You can't turn that into a verb. I was funeraling the other day, right? Yeah, and like me and a couple friends, we were just like really like funeraling hard, and then that I could put a few jokes into the service, but only if they honored the person. Yeah, I could see that. I feel like that's pretty common, right? It's like light, like gentle comedy, right? You know, something about if they like had a hobby or something, right? Like they're up there planting their tree right now, you know, because we all know how much that she's got her own garden up there. That's right, you know, just like she had it out, whatever, you know. And this garden doesn't have hedgehogs. Because the hedgehog story that there was anyway, yeah, it was the whole thing. Oh boy, no hedgehogs in heaven. That's all I'm saying. But hedgehogs, wait, no, groundhogs. I'm sorry, those are different, right? Yeah, hedgehog they can run really fast and are blue, and the groundhog is you know, like from that, you know, it's like a little puppet that's from a comedy movie about a golf course. Anyway, it's, you know, anyway, wow, yeah. What? Wait, just because I only know animals from movies? Is that what? It's like, wow, he doesn't even know that those are real animals, and hedgehogs are not blue. Wow. He really thinks it's blue. I didn't. Left-handed Jedi said, rolls eyes at Kerr. Yeah, I'm, you know, I have to actually try not to do that too often. It's like I'm rolling my eyes too much. That's it's like exactly one response. They're getting stuck back there. You know, oh shit. Yeah. Let me go a little bit longer on this. Oh, they're laughing now.
Number 3. Jesus was over the weather. We are joint heirs. We get to be over the weather. Isn't that great? You're going to see that more and more. I'm serious. You're going to see it more and more. Things stopped, like stop. Can't wait for that to happen. Meteorologists might have to get another job.
Oh, these people are literally like, okay, we just have to laugh at everything now. Because now Kat's like moved into just this is her stand-up comedy special. She's auditioning for Netflix. She's like, you can just take this for Netflix. You guys need some Christian comedy. That's what you need. You have all these foul mouthed, she would use the word foul. You have all these foul mouthed comedians, but you don't have any really, magical comedians on Netflix. So,
Not making fake news, by the way. It don't work now,
oh,
and it's not going to work when it's not actually happening.
what is she talking about? Climate change? That's what it sounds like, right? He's like, we're over the weather, okay? And kind of, she's sort of right because we're causing climate change, so we're kind of over, like we were responsible for it. To that anyway, I don't think that's what she means, but
What was I talking about?
don't know, and clearly you don't either. Oh shit!
Number 3, what was number 3?
Oh my god!
Oh, we're over the weather. Jesus was over the weather, and he tried so hard to teach his disciples. He really was. In case you didn't know, they were in boot camp with him for 3 years. It wasn't just watch what I do. It's learn what I do and then do it. Right? He was going to go. He was going to go back for some R&R, and he had to make sure they understood how this whole thing works. Being a joint heir with Christ. What do you have?
I would love to see like the disciples like trying to like heal somebody, and Jesus just shouting in their ear, "You're not doing it right! And they're like, I can't feel what you do. It's broken."
Yeah, he said so himself. The things I did, how point blank can you get? The things and the works I have done, you will do. Well, you forgot the first part.
Dude, like the fact that you're sitting here like demanding that everybody recite verses that a lot of them are like very similar to other verses because it's not like the Bible says a lot of it's very similar to everything it says, right? So anytime they're like says what, and then you're like, oh fuck, which one are we doing? Like what?
You will do also.
Oh,
okay, these are just the works.
Got to get that word also in there because otherwise it's blasphemy. Is that
you got to do the works? Say we got to do the works.
We got to do the works.
Then we get to do the greater. Say it
then
loud,
we got to
okay?
do the greater.
Like you're excited.
Hold on. You can't switch from asking me to repeat you to then having to come like a fill in the fucking blank. Be consistent, okay? This is ridiculous. This is why nobody can follow along with you. You keep switching up what the game is.
Well, I don't.
Worst person for audience,
just try things. I actually do them. There's a difference. I'm just going to try. That means you're not making much of a plan about that, right? But doing it.
She about to quote Yoda. It's like, do or do not. There is no try.
The works I did, you will do. Say do.
Oh my good God.
Also, and greater works.
What? How is this out of order? You will do and also greater works? Like your Mad Lib is falling apart, man. All the words are they're in the wrong fucking order. What are you doing? Jesus, she sounds like it's my dyslexic brain, like telling people to repeat, like and also if they're when they move, like just the sentence completely out of order now. What are you doing?
Do.
Whoa.
I think that means we're supposed to be doing something. We're entering into a busy season. A busy season operating in the supernatural, not just talking about it. A busy season handling the wealth of the wicked, not just talking about it.
What? What was that fucking... She sounds like she's like drinking sometimes. I swear to God, she sounds like she's fucked up, dude.
Busy season operating in the supernatural, not just talking about it. A busy season handling the wealth of the wicked, not just talking about it.
Handling the wealth of the wicked. I was talking about it. I'm drunk. Okay, so I drink some bit. I'll drink some bit. And you should be drinking too. Okay, good. What we're talking about? Like, she literally just seems fucked up.
A busy season living, not just existing, doing the more. Say the more. The more is amazing.
What the fuck is happening? Jeez. Oh, let's hear that whole sentence again. I'm sorry.
A busy season, living, not just existing.
Living, not just existing. What? How do you exist if you're not living? Never mind. You know what? I don't know why I'm
Doing the more. Say the more.
the more doing the more. The
more is
we
amazing.
need to get her a vocabulary book. Like she needs to learn like what verbs are, like how a sentence structure is formed. Because this is embarrassing. All right.
Oh, you're getting better.
I mean, are they, or are you just like asking people to repeat incoherent nonsense?
I am just as passionate about living holy as I am about being funny. And I will tell you why.
Okay. Well, you're not doing a good job on that one because you are fucking hilarious. But I don't think it's how you mean to be. So, but good job on the funny because man, we basically have a whole channel dedicated to it. So I guess you're doing something right.
I have to give you both sides of heaven. There's two sides in heaven. There's holy profound. The other whole half of heaven is funny. Say funny.
What the fuck? So holy profound. Ooh, what's that face? It's like, oh.
They've thought forever and for ages that it would be boring in heaven, maybe, because all they do is worship. Let me tell you, you stand in front of him, it's not boring.
Jesus is doing his stand-up special just night after night. It's like a Las Vegas, where you have the same like stand-up comedians. They have their own like little club that's like their club that they perform at every night. It's Jesus. Jesus is just coming out, check out these holes in my hands. Unfortunately, they're too small to have some serious fun with. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. Oh, hand hole masturbating joke. That's right. I'm Jesus Christ. How we doing? Yo, middle name, Hector. But you didn't know that, did you? Oh, that's right. Call me Jesus H. Christ. Boom. Hey, all right. It's like, jeez.
Whether you're staring, feeling like you're going to faint, melting to the ground, you feel like you don't have breath in you because of just being near him.
I can't help it, but like now I when she said that, like can't help like melting to the ground. It's like, what if she just is made of cotton candy? She like, what is that? Because it almost looks like she's just a human made out of cotton candy. So she probably is pretty concerned with just melting at any moment. It's like what would happen if she got doused with water like at the end of Wizard of Oz or some shit.
Yeah, it is an honor, a privilege, and amazing when you worship, and it's not normal. Not even worship is normal in heaven.
What is normal? Okay.
You ride on it.
And if you want to ride on it, just go to adamandeve.com. They got all sorts of shit you can ride on. You know what I mean? They even have something literally called a sex machine that you literally ride on, But yeah, got all sorts of good stuff here. All right. So go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley. That's BRENTLY at checkout. Get 50% off almost any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Let's go to adamandeve.com. Enter code Brentley. All right. Now,
you create things as you're worshiping him. You're creating when you worship.
Creating when you worship. I actually think, you know what I'm going to do? Because this one is so good. I am actually going to definitely return to this one. I still got a couple more that I got to return back to. I'm going to put them on Patreon, but I'm definitely going to return to this. But let me get some more comments here, and then we'll have to pack it in for today. Let's see. Michael said, "Oh my God, what she don't know, what she don't know is way too much." I think what she don't know is like 100 times more than everybody else's not knowing of stuff. He said she's one of those city slicker types. Yep. I mean, you could tell from the hair, right? Jesus. I don't know. She reminds you of like some kind of character in a movie or something. She's like a caricature of like the prophetess lady, that would be like in the righteous gemstone. Like the righteous gemstones should like make a character dedicated to Kat Kerr. That'd be so funny, dude. And just some like blue hair lady, and her name's Bat Burr or something, Bat Burr. And she's got blue hair. That would be awesome, you know. And it's played by that one uh damn, I can't think of what her name is, from Saturday Night Live. That is she was also in the Ghostbusters movie. She licked the guns. You know what I mean? From the Ghostbusters remake that everybody hated. Anyway, Heigl, is it? No, I think it's different. I can't remember. If you know her name in the chat, just leave it in the comments below. Let me know what that lady's name is. I cannot think of it. Let's see. Do people pay to listen to this? I fucking hope not, but you know what? I think probably. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's probably a donation type situation, right? I think a lot of these, like, but I don't know though, too. I wouldn't put it past them to just like charge at the fucking door and be like, well, I know the normal service you get in for free and you can just donate, but we have a special magic pink haired lady that that you can really explain what it's like in heaven. So, you're actually getting kind of almost like a lecture series out of this. So, you know, excuse me. Let's see here. Left-handed Jedi say, I stopped thinking years ago. I stopped thinking years ago. That's like what her mantra is. I stopped thinking years ago, and now I'm just an 8-year-old in my brain, but I get to go back and forth to heaven because 8-year-olds are allowed to just make stuff up. So that's why I love being 8 in my head. Yeah, I got you, dude. Michael said, God damn, goddamn tornadoes. I know. They'll fuck up your day. Okay. Speaking of which, I heard that they're doing a Twister remake. Is that true? Or is that another one or am I getting fooled by another one of these AI trailers like I did by the Back to the Future fucking I was very mad. Okay? Because that actually seems pretty cool. Tom Holland in the Back to the Future 4 or whatever reboot, right? It turns out the whole thing's fake. It was all AI. I was like, look, if you can do that with AI, can we just go scene for scene then? Just be like, first scene, right? Make it with the AI. Second scene, make it with the AI. And then by the end, we can just pack it all together and we'll make it a movie. Okay. Let the AI make the whole thing. I don't care. I just want to see that fucking movie. Right. So angry. Like that was upsetting. And Nikki was like, dude, you're gonna about to get tricked a lot because AI can do stuff that that you don't realize apparently that they can do. And I was like, you're absolutely right. I did not realize they could make entire fucking movie trailers out of AI with actors and everything. Like I didn't know they could. That one caught me by surprise. God damn it. But no. And so now I hear they're doing a Twister remake. But again, I don't know. I'm not saying anything anymore. Like if if I see like one of these things on Facebook when I'm scrolling by, I'm just gonna assume it's a lie until I actually get confirmation, at the movie theater or on TV or something at the Super Bowl when they actually put out the fucking trailer because I don't believe shit anymore. All right. So irritating. Anyway, amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's when you were talking about me, right? That's okay. I knew it. I knew it. You know. Michael said the Bible is also against witches. It is. It is. It has a very anti-witch stance that I think is it's led to some problems, especially in like Salem, or in actually in what Europe was a lot worse actually. Salem was like nothing compared to Europe as far as I understand. But yeah, not good stuff. Not good stuff. And spectral evidence. That was like the only thing good that came out of like the Salem witch trials. Like, okay, you can't just like point to nothing and say that's I know that they're evil and bad because of the nothing that I'm pointing to. You can't do that anymore. And we were like, the court system was like, okay, fine. You can't put people in jail because of dreams. And we had to kill a bunch of innocent people who were claimed to be witches in order to figure that out. Unreal. Like this is, yeah, this is the problem with humans. Takes some serious damage before we start to go. Maybe we shouldn't be like doing this. Jeez. The Michael said the Bible. Oh, okay. Michael's also against witches. Symphony of the Night. That sounds like an alt rock album. Maybe like a YouTube album. You know what I mean? Like YouTube, like a new YouTube album, right? Symphony of the Night. I guess it could be like a metal, but that's not dark enough for it to be like metal. It'd have to be like uh bloody symphony of the night or something like that. You know what I mean? Just like blood and entrails symphony of the night. Then it's metal. Mighty Space Chicken. Hey, what's up, man? Glad to have you. Elver said, Fanak, there, what? Faznak, what is it again? They're firebombed Dresden, and I don't understand. Fanak, is that like another language? I'm so confused. I don't, you got to put your stuff into English for me if you don't mind. Okay. And even actually dumb down to simple English. Okay. Put it in the terms that like Cat could understand. Then I'll figure it out. That's Mighty Space Chicken said evil spirit. So someone has tried my grandpa's homebrew vodka. Oh God. He's got a potato on the back of the toilet, just making this stuff, Don't eat that worm, you know what I'm saying? Whoa, yeah. Uh, Miskatonic said, Paula White could provide your show with amusing. Oh, I always forget about her. Good call. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. All right, good call. I'm gonna have to write that down. She reminds me of the verse where Jesus tells his flock not to be like the pagans who think they will be heard by babbling many words. Yeah, dude, because she does the whole like blah 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 like thing, right? It's like so absurd. It's ridiculous. Oh man, it's so funny. All right, I got to fly through the last comments because I really got to go. I'm like almost 10 minutes over. D said, I used to ice skate this guy's park called Paul Kane Park. Other than this artist, Tiro Type Words is a great Canadian company, one of few dedicated to creating the texts on screens you see today. Very interesting. I didn't never heard of that person. That's interesting. Left-handed Jedi said, weather control. Clearly, Cat never read the Earthsea trilogy. So yeah. Oh man, I don't get that reference. What's Earthsea trilogy? Is that like a YA novel of books? I didn't read Dune either. Everybody keeps getting on me for not having read Dune either. Should I read Dune, y'all? What do you think? I don't know. The first movie had way too much slow motion. And I was just like, oh, they're slow mowing again. And they're not even doing it. They're just walking. And it's in slow mo with this intense fucking, drop zone sounding music. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, why? They just keep doing this over. Anyway, is the book good though? Should I read the book? I don't know. Anyway, Miskatonic said, everyone knows you can divert a hurricane by sacrificing animals to Zeus and Poseidon. I know, right? She's doing it wrong, she picked the wrong gods to not sacrifice stuff to. She's like, I'll just shake a stick instead. And Poseidon's like, a stick. Get out of here. Your stick. I'm gonna hit it harder now. Now I'm gonna really break stuff because of this lady shaking the stick at the hurricane, man. That's what it is. So booyah, miracle boot camp. I know, right? Hoo-ah! Yeah. Mighty Space Chicken said, some of this would make hilarious animated videos, which I knew anything about animation. Yeah, me too, man. I would love to like fuck around with some of that shit, right? Wolfo said, I made it. Okay, barely, because I'm about to anyway. But no, I'm glad that you made it, and hopefully this was from a while ago so that you can My second shaker said, I'm sure these people have to be pissed out of their skulls because it's even more terrifying if they're stone cold sober. I know, right? That's a good point. Which they are right now. Which, like, and honestly, that fact right there is really confusing because, like, I feel like a lot of these these performances that these prophets and stuff do, they would work fine if everybody was drunk. You know what I mean? If everybody was drunk and on ecstasy and every other whatever party drug, um, then Kat would kill. She would just knock them out of the park with her comedy show every single time. But these people are dead fucking sober. But I don't know. Maybe they're all on Xanax or their prescription drugs. What if probably like zombied out in the ground? Uh, Gisela said, "Doing them all." That's right. All of That's just. How else are you do? You're just going to do some? Come on, of course. You got to do them all. That's don't half-ass it. All right, do them all. Wolfo said you too can do the more. Just put your sideways and magenta ergonomics with the blood of Jesus. What? Hold on. You can do the more. Oh, because she was saying to do the more. Got it. Just put your sideways and magenta or ergonomics with the blood of Jesus. Yeah, that's more. All right. Yep. Blood of Jesus. So fucking gross. Like, it's so weird. And that's just such a normal thing to say. Be soaked in the blood of Jesus, because that's totally not weird and disgusting. Uh, well, God is one giant joke, to be honest. And I mean, why do you think I do that? Right? That's why this whole channel works. You know, because it doesn't matter who you are. Like, religious people are silly to somebody. All right, it's and they're all silly to me. So it's perfect fodder right there. The Mighty Space Chicken said, "So worship is a dildo chair." Sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, because you ride on it. Yep. The dildo chair worship. That's get your dildo chair for God's worship. Everybody's like going to sit down, and they're like, oh, um, yeah, that's cool. Don't You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Like, God's a lot more open minded than I think we realize. You got all these dildo chairs in the crowd when they're worshiping, and that's why they're laughing at all the jokes and stuff. Uh, Lago said, "Hey, what's up, Lago? Cat, it's just like herpes, a true gift that just won't stop giving." Jeez, you're not wrong. Like I said, I just started watching from the beginning. Oh, okay, right on. Hell yeah, yeah, I'm sure because I noticed that a lot of times, a lot of the comments during these things, it's like from always back, but that's okay. I can typically figure out what's going on, but the context does help if you feel like you want me to really understand. If you don't want me to really understand, I understand. I understand you not wanting me to understand, because then you shouldn't sit here. Oh man, you can't even figure it out. Oh yeah. Oh no, that's not what I meant at all. And he's just talking about something totally different. Okay, whatever. That was great. That was great. I get to do this more often. You know. Oh, what is it? A Twister sequel. Twisters. Oh, that's right. That's right. It is a sequel. Okay, and it is real. It is real, right? Okay, cool, interesting. And it's Twisters. Yeah, interesting. That could be fun. I loved the first Twister. I know a lot of people don't like it. I liked it. That was fun. I love Dusty. Dusty was cool as fuck, man. He got that Winnebago just barreling through the wheat and all that stuff. He is cool. Listening to like rock music, fucking best. All right. I gotta pack it in, y'all. Sorry, I'm not gonna be able to get to the last few comments here, but I know I gotta pack her in. And if you want to pack her in, just go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley at checkout to get 50% off any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping in the whole order, and the packaging is discreet. It's a really great company. And they got lots of great shit. So go to adamandeve.com, enter that code word Brentley at checkout, and get your exclusive offer. And if you want to like and subscribe, share the show around, comment below. If I get anything wrong, let me know, because I do want to update my position if I get anything wrong. And if you want to support the show in some other ways, you can become a patron at patreon.com/punkapostate. And I'm putting up new content there. I actually have something for free up there right now because of Matt. There's this Matt Walsh video that set off some kind of YouTuber alarm, so it's up there, and I thought it was a great video, but YouTube disagreed, and so you can go watch it up there for free on Patreon. It's the most recent one. But if you want to if you don't want to do like this monthly thing, it's just for $1 a month too. Seriously, I have it like as low as $1 a month if you want to become a patron. But if you don't want to do all that, I understand. You can just do a one-time payment on Cash App, and there's like a little like bar that you can write in, right? And you can do like some type of caricature or something, or somebody saying something I can act out, right? You can be like Cat Kerr using a product from adamandeve.com. How about that? Something like that, right? And then I'll have to act it out, and that's how you get your money's worth. That would be fun, actually, right? That's good. That's good use of of a donation, right? So go to Cash App, and our cash tag is all one word, Punk Apostate. And you can donate anything you want there, and I will read the 4-line and the dollar amount. So, but thanks so much for hanging out. I really appreciate everybody giving me your time in the morning like this, and we will. I'll be back. I don't know if I'm going to do tomorrow because I have a pre-recorded I'm going to work on, but I am going to try to put out that pre-recorded tomorrow. So, no, wait, no, I have a news story I'm going to try to cover tomorrow. So yeah, so check that, and I am going to do it live. So it's going to be a little different because I'm going to be reading the news story while we're all hanging out, but I will take comments at the end and stuff. Anyway, so, but the main thing is to stay logical, loving, skeptical, and compassionate, and we'll see you next time.